Hey everybody, it's HBCU Game Day. Let's go down to Jackson State on the road this weekend, taking on Southern University. Our Neely is there for our weekly check-in. And Neely, you saw a familiar face around campus this week, didn't you?
That's right. Coach Prime, Coach Deion Sanders, made his appearance back at practice this week, surprising quite a few of the players, some of the staff. A lot of folks were in on the impromptu visit, if you will, the unscheduled visit. But it was a pleasure to see him. It really energized the team and energized the coaches, equipment staff, you name it. Everybody was excited to see him back on campus.
All right, so you had about a 5-minute conversation with him on Wednesday? Was it Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday. That's correct.
All right, if you haven't seen it yet at Thee Pregame Show, let's check it out right now.
I want to be like you see, right? You see that?
Oh, I love it. I think I'm going to trim mine back to match yours, though. I'm going to grow yours out.
Cut mine off.
Gillette is the best a man can get.
You know it.
Coach, welcome back, man.
Thank you. I'm not all the way back yet, but this is a tremendous step. I'm proud. I'm thankful. I'm elated. Filled with hope and faith. It's been a tremendous journey. I'm thankful to be out of the hospital. You have no idea. You have no idea. We have a wonderful team of doctors that I'm really listening and adhering to 100%. And I'm on the kids all the time about being smart, tough, fast, and disciplined. And I got to be smart.
Yes, sir.
I got to be smart.
You know, sometimes God takes us through things not only for us, but for other people to witness.
That's true. Well, I'm a witness.
And we are witnesses. We are witnesses.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I never question or ask God why me through the whole process. I said, Lord, thank you. Thank you for making sure it was me. Because I can handle it. I'm built for it. I'm built for it. I'm down for it. I'm ready for it. I welcome it. And this is going to be a tremendous testimony for a multitude what I've endured over the last several weeks.
Yeah. Can't have a test without a testimony.
Yes, Lord.
Can't have a testimony without a test. It flows both ways. You got to be able to stand on it.
True. I missed Tiger Nation, man. I miss just the feeling of the locker room, the kids, the moments, all of it. I missed all of it. I really, really, truly did. I really missed it. Game days are tough, emotionally, mentally tough. I think ones that were stationed in position to receive my call and relay the message. I pray for them that I wasn't harsh or extremely adamant, but my message be come across. So there's a lot going on in the hospital on Saturdays, you could say. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, I know your players are going to be excited to see you this morning. You're going to be excited to see them, man.
Yes,
Tiger Nation has sent so many prayer requests through the pregame show for you.
I felt them. I received them. I believed them, and I never stopped believing. I've never stopped believing. Not one bit. I've never stopped believing. And let me tell Tiger Nation, I want to say this to you and Tiger Nation. We have an outstanding staff.
Yes, sir.
I've always said and often said, and I think people took it for granted. I always said that Rod and that staff, they come from me. And no one could have ever known that this was coming. The staff, they come from me. And excellent. Coach Flea, I love him to life. I love him more so than ever before, but because I've seen him and I knew he could handle it.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so very proud of him, and just the countless calls and times that he's come over to the hospital so that we could have wonderful conversations about where we're going. Tremendous, man. God could have chosen a better man.
Couldn't have chosen a better man to send to Jackson State than you, bro.
Yeah. Well,
we're so happy to have that. No, I know, but you came and brought Flea.
Yes.
You know, it's Aaron and Moses. They went and did it together. Man, we appreciate you being back, and thank the Lord for your restoration of health, and you back up and at them. Got a ways to go. We're gonna get that together.
Yeah. And I'm gonna listen. So you may see me at practice. You're not gonna see me yelling. I promise you that. But you're gonna see me. Mm-hmm. Then I'm going to stay and watch some film with coaches and try to address some issues that I've seen, and then we got to fix. Then I'm going to get my butt home.
Yes, sir.
And rest, because I don't have a lot of strength right now. I'm counting on Jesus, and I trust the Lord with all my heart and all my mind, all my understanding.
Yes,
I really do.
Yes,
it's nothing no one could tell me about who Jesus is, how he is, what he is, and how powerful he is. Not a soul, because I've witnessed all facets of it.
Yeah, been down through that, as they say.
Yep, no, I did. Those hospital rooms the nights are long and the days ain't longer.
Yeah. Hanging there, Coach. We love you, brother.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate your viewers, your listeners, your everything, man. You guys are doing a great job of really showing the country who we are and what we're about.
Yes, sir.
So, my man Charles, y'all keep on doing what you're doing.
We got your back, Coach. Much love, bro. I'm gonna kiss top of your head like I did earlier.
God bless you.
My man.
Okay, Neely, you spent some time with him. You've seen him the last couple of days, just kind of watching practice, taking things really slow. I'm not asking you to be a doctor. I'm not asking you to divulge information, but how did you feel looking at Coach Sanders? How did he appear to you?
First of all, you have to feel encouraged. It's been a few weeks since we've seen him. He has been resting and healing up and taking care of his physical needs as best he can with the help of his team of doctors. So it was just encouraging to see him, to see that smile, to see that new beard he's sporting. He told me he's trying to get like me. So we laughed about that. But he was looking, with smile wise, man, you could tell his faith will move mountains. He believes that he's on the way back, but by doctor's orders, he has to naturally take it slow. So it was just an encouragement to see him out and about.
All right. Now, look, a man like Deion Sanders makes news just by doing nothing. He makes news. People want to know everything about him. There were some reports and speculations. We even reported about the report at HBCU Game Day about TCU being interested in him as their next head coach. And there was a report that he has interviewed. You had a chance to ask him about that. You went straight to the source. What did he say?
Yeah, we talked about it, Tyler. And, one thing, let me say this, even before asking him about it, because, we're embedded with this program and our professional and personal relationship with him, we are privy to his comings and goings. And when I first heard the rumor of the report or the alleged report, or even some people saying it actually happened, I knew that it was not too much credibility to that, because personally, professionally, he wasn't in a position where he could participate in the interview the way they're describing it and the way they say it took place. But I had to, taking care of that journalistic integrity, say, hey, Coach, what's the deal with these rumors? And he said he has not had a conversation with them, a meeting with them, that's not the case. And he wasn't really in the mood to respond to it, because a lot of folks are saying that because he doesn't refute it, there must be some truth to it. And as you said, Tyler, when you're a man like Deion Sanders, people have rumors and allegations and stories on top of stories. And if you spend your time trying to refute every one of them, that's taking away time from your mission and your agenda. So there's not any credibility to him wanting to leave. He wants to be here at Jackson State. He has a mission that he's working on, has had a little setback health-wise, but I think that is only tripled down on his determination to raise HBCU starting at Jackson State University. So there is no validity to him sitting down with some folks from TCU and having a quote unquote interview. He's committed to Jackson State University.
And one thing you talked about on your show, you and Charles with Thee Pregame Show, listen, when you ask for something or when you receive it, you have to take everything that comes along with it. When Deion Sanders is your head coach, he is a global icon, has been since the 1980s. This is part of the process, right? There's going to be a lot of talk. People are going to talk. You can't just be, let's, and I'm talking about the fan base probably more than anything else here. Like, you got to take all that, right?
I totally agree with that. And that's something we discussed, as you mentioned, on the pregame show. We did a special live segment. Normally our live segments are reserved for game day, but we felt the need to do a live show to just respond and clear up some things. And you're exactly right, Tyler. When you have a person like Deion Sanders as your head coach, there are always going to be rumors on top of rumors on top of rumors. And you have to have the determination to block out the noise. One of the things that Coach Flea said to the team in the locker room when we were playing, of all people, the Delta Devils, he said, for every level, there is a devil. And don't get distracted by things that come our way. We have to stay focused and determined on the mission in hand. And, it's part of being successful, Tolly. People come after successful people. And a lot of times in our space, in this HBCU space, we're not used to coaches being recruited like they are in the Power Five and the rumor mill and the storms that go along with it. But every major program, as the season winds down and it gets to the off season, you start to hear, well, I think he's going there, and I think he's here and here, and this booster is saying this, and I heard through the grapevine that. We heard from the man himself. We're determined with this program, focused on this program. We're building something here at Jackson State University, and Coach Prime has confirmed his commitment to doing that.
And I never saw it as a negative. Look, when things are out there and incredible media sources report it, I mean, we have to give that information to the viewers and listeners, and everybody has to kind of decide what's what. We are providers of information first and foremost.
Certainly.
But you got to leverage that, right? Like when people are talking about your coach and your school and Jackson State, love it, hate it, or whatever, they're in the mouths of a lot of people right now, and you just have to leverage that, Neely.
Once again, Tyler, you are spot on. I am sure when I posted that I was going to take Beyonce to the Soul Bowl, that Jay-Z wasn't out there trying to refute it. And I'm sure he doesn't comb through her Instagram feed looking for all the likes and comments. It is part of being married to Beyonce. And we are married to Deion Sanders. So there's always going to be somebody saying something about something. And long as you know what you have and you're comfortable in your relationship, you're doing just what you say, Tyler. You look at the upside of it from a market standpoint, from a branding standpoint, from an attractive standpoint. People talking about wanting our coach and where he may or may not be going only adds fuel to all that ammunition to build our program. So I welcome it. I don't look at it as a negative at all. Let the rumors start, but we're going to be staying internally focused on building this program, building our tradition, blazing new trails.
All right, I know your time is running short. You literally have to get on the bus. You guys are headed up to Southern this weekend. So we should talk about the game, right?
Let's do it.
Southern, they don't win them all, man. But they are tough. They can surprise you. Your thoughts, I know you're not a coach, but you're around it every day. Your thoughts on at least the importance of this weekend's game as you guys at Jackson State just a couple of weeks out from maybe having a perfect season, regular season in the SWAC.
Certainly. Southern is having an up and down season, win one to lose one kind of deal. But this is a representation for them to write their season at the end of the year. They have us and then they have Grambling. If they can go out with 2 wins, that just bodes well for them turning their season around. They're mathematically out of winning the West. They understand that, but they're not mathematically out of ruining our season. So they're going to be up for this game. They're going to play us tough. It's always a tough road trip to travel to Baton Rouge. It's a hostile environment, if you will, but this team is prepared for it. The focus is on the run game on both sides of the ball. We have to stop their run game and we have to establish ours. So just play close attention to those run yardages at the end of the game. I think that Shedeur Sanders, QB1, is going to be able to handle his business as he does all season long with their secondary. But we've got to stay away from being one-dimensional and establish our run.
All right, SWAC rules and regulations here. Can we call this the Boom Box Classic still, or is that out of bounds now?
It is very much still the Boom Box Classic. You will have fans on both sides packing that place, for halftime and for what they call the fifth quarter, if you will. I'm going down for the football game because, Tolly, here's what's important about this game. There are 2 games left in the season. Although we beat FAMU week 1, they're mathematically not out of it until we win another one or they lose one. We win this game down in Baton Rouge Saturday night, and Jackson State has mathematically and with all certainty clinched the SWAC East title.
All right. It is a big game. It'll be big fun, and there's been a lot of big news at Jackson State this week. And, hey, this is not me saying it. It's what he calls himself, too. It's Big Neely joining us right here on the show. I can't give you the rest of the title because you have adorned yourself big and a lot of adjectives thrown in there.
and I live up to it.
I'll let the jury decide that one. All right, Neely, you guys have a great time this weekend, man. Looking forward to those highlights, the interviews, all the access that you guys have with the Jackson State program. Make sure you check them out. Follow them on all social media. Thee Pregame Show, double E. You know how to spell it. If you have an interest in anything Jackson State, they are the guys for you. Neely, we appreciate it as always. Safe travels, man. And we'll talk to you before the weekend's over.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Go Tigers.